Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Digital. I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we finished off the level 50 Machinist and Astrologian quests, and job quests. And in this episode we're going to go and finish off the level 50, do the level 50 Dark Knight quests, and then we are going to go through the list of my jobs and get the first quests, the first job quests unlocked. Anyway. Hello, Frey. I knew you would come to your senses, Lynn. Now, let us go. If I never see snow again, it'll be too soon. You should go somewhere warm, at least for a little while. Wait for me near the Gates of Judgment, where you are alone. Call out, and I shall join you. A moment later, Frey departs, though in what direction you cannot seem to recall. With the chat mode in say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to... Right. Say Frey. Wait, I know that voice. It's Linda Dare, the hero of the Scions. Allow me to say what an honor it is to meet you, madam. I mean, by the Fury, the woman who best Shiva, every knight under Lord Drellmond's command, knows the tale. I could go on, but well, I'll just say it, if I may, madam. We need your help. We have a giant problem, madam. A band of them has taken to raiding caravans passing through Danavan Pass. We think they may be planning to expand their territory. Lord Drellmond wants them gone, but you know how it is. Too much work for too few hands. We'd need at least 2 dozen knights to clear them out safely. But now that you're here, madam, we have nothing to fear. Aye, while we create a distraction, you can sit past and put their leader down. Without him, they're sure to cut and run. So, will you help us, madam? We beg of you. We beg of you! Thank you so much, madam. We won't forget this. Pray accompany me to the pass, madam. We can discuss the finer details of our plan there. No. No more. Enough. Hey, the eyes have it. Ba, ba, ba. The leader should be somewhere in the tunnels, madam. Once you are in position, we'll launch our attack. If all goes to plan, you should only have to contend with the leader and his guards. May the Fury guide and protect us. Loud mouth. Well. But Fury, you really did it, and you made it look so easy. As for us, there were some injuries, but nothing serious. It was starting to look rather grim, actually. But the moment he fell, they sounded to retreat. It was an honor to fight with you, madam. You really are everything the bards say. Truth be told, I've been following your deeds for some time now, ever since you first came to Whitebrim Front. Your martial prowess is widely known, of course, but what I found truly inspirational was your compassion for the common man. How would you risk your how you would risk your life without thought for fame or fortune? That the lowest among us could find a friend in you. Sir, sir! Is something wrong? It's Lord Drellmond, sir. He heard we were in the field with Lynn and is demanding she come to Whiteburn Front at once. Demanding? What is the meaning of this? Certain allegations have been made, sir. It would seem that she was observed conversing with a corpse in the broom. Not that anyone would ever believe such slander, of course. Oh, it's straight up from here. I should warn you, madam, that some of these allegations were made by Temple Knights. You may be asked to surrender your weapon. Surrender your weapon. After what happened in Ul'dah, they must be mad. Pay attention, Lynn. This could be the greatest moment of our life. That is if you could stop denying the truth that's been staring you in the face since the moment we met. Say my name. Say it. My real name. Our real name. Come now, you knew Frey was dead from the beginning, but you didn't care. You had a sword and a soul crystal, but what you wanted was a mentor. A mentor with the gifts and the knowledge, a dark knight who could guide you on the path who you could aspire to become. A woman who was free to say and do the things you would not. Even now, you continue to deny it. Well, deny me all you want. You cannot deny what we have done. Have I not been good to you? Have I not given you everything I promised? Did I not help you hear the whispers of our very soul? Open your eyes. Look. Do you see now? Do you see? Everything up to now has been your story. And everything after now will be mine. Embrace the abyss, set yourself free. You can't really kill me, you know, but you'll try. And you'll fail. May as well put the blades at your own neck, but where would that leave us, Put yourself together, Lynn. You're stronger than this. Friends, really? This is a private affair, and you know it. Things are certainly coming to a head, aren't they? But carry on pretending otherwise, if it please. You have an idea how ridiculous you look, flailing about like a wild beast in a battle against yourself? A house divided cannot stand, Lynn. It would seem I underestimated myself, but no matter. They have borne witness to the darkness within us, to what lies beneath the mask. Why is this I thought I disabled Discord pop-ups. Lynn, listen to us. We will never forsake you, no matter what. We know who you are, Lynn. We know, and so do you. Fantastic display of willful ignorance. Wipe the slate clean. Forgive and forget. Convince yourself that she can be controlled. That she can be controlled. Blah, blah, blah. The warrior of light. Our weapon of light. It isn't too late, Lyn. We can still be free. Lyn? So this is your answer. Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen. If this is how it must be, then so be it. But know that when you tire of the charade, I shall be there, waiting to take the reins. You need only ask. Praise alone, you are right, madam. For a moment we feared we'd lost you forever. Lord Drillamont made it clear we will speak no more of what happens. Not that he had to ask, mind. As for your friend, I am told he will be interned with full rights. May his soul rest in peace. Are you certain you are right, madam? You seem a little... Never mind. Very well. Subdue your dark side, for now. As we learn, Living Dead. Ahem. Grants the effect of Living Dead. When HP is reduced to 0 while under the effect of Living Dead, instead of becoming KO'd, your status will be changed to Walking Dead. Living Dead has a duration of 10 seconds. So you basically have like 10 seconds to die. Additional effect restores HP with each weapon skill successfully delivered or spell cast. With a cure potency of 1500. So the idea is that you would go to 0 HP to become Living Dead, because then you will be invincible, basically. This is your invulnerability. It's a little bit more confusing than the other ones. The idea in any case is in that 10-second window that you die, and that you then restore yourself to full health again. While under the effect of Walking Dead, most attacks will not lower your HP below 1. If, before the Walking Dead timer runs out, an amount of HP totaling your maximum HP is restored, the effect will change to Undead Rebirth. If this amount is not restored, you will be KO'd. So if you're not healed, like if you haven't healed your amount of, like your maximum amount of HP, then you will just die. And then Walking Dead has a duration of 10 seconds too. While under the effect of Undead Rebirth, most attacks will not lower your HP below 1, sorry. Time remaining on Walking Dead. Wait, Undead Rebirth duration, time remaining on Walking Dead. Okay. So, it's confusing, and one of the changes that they made was that now weapon skills and spells can make it so that you actually heal. While before, it was you press Living Dead, you die, like you press Living Dead and you die. That's what it was before, basically, because the thing that needed to happen was when you had Living Dead, you would still need to be healed up to maximum HP. So your healers would have to know, like, if somebody uses Living Dead, then they need to be healed up before the timer runs out, or they will die nonetheless. So, and in the meantime, you can still take damage. Not that you're invulnerable to taking damage. So, it was really kind of bad. But they made it a lot better. Anyway. Now that we have done that, let us go and go through our list of jobs. Why do I have like these random freaking things? I think I just bought this gear. Anyway, let us go through our jobs and do the first quest of all of the job things. Yes. Yeah, another thing I'm gonna be right back. Right, I have returned, and apparently there's a concert happening around here. Let's go over here. A definitely safe place for me to be. Genlands. We live in troubling times, then, as you well know. That is why it is more important than ever that the Sultan's Horn stand ready to serve as the sword and shield of the Sultanate. For a time I feared that our order was doomed, but then you helped us to restore our good name. Your shining example inspired many young men and women to seek us out. Even as we speak, they train to hone their skills. A few words of encouragement from the famed Free Paladin herself would do much to motivate them further. I should think, perhaps you would consider paying them a visit at Camp Bluefog? Right. A pleasure to meet you, Lynn. My name is Owen. At the moment, Phyllis and I are conducting drills with the new recruits at the East Watchtower. They'll be thrilled to see you, I'm sure. Christmas! Since we all know you're a woman of few words, I thought we might forego the speech and instead ask you to favor us with a display of swordsmanship. We've laid out bait for the basilisks already, in fact. You need only wait for them to come. Waiting. Waiting. You sense a hostile presence. I will murder in seconds because I'm over-leveled. Truly a rousing performance, then. Thank you. It's one thing to talk about about proper training, but an altogether different thing to see it firsthand. I think it's safe to say that the recruits will long remember this day, as will I. Okay. And I'm back to the Genless. Okay. I actually know these people. I know this person from the... I also know Owen from the Mandeville questline. Or, like, not the Mandeville, but the... Well, I guess it is technically Mandeville, but... the... Hildebrand, there we go. The Rummerborn Hildebrand questline. I think I know why I just got that message pop regardless of, like, me hiding it. It's because it was... It had me, like, specifically tagged in it. Welcome! Insert meme. Lynn, I gather the recruits took your lessons to heart. Would I add some way to repay you? Some knowledge or techniques to bequeath to you. I am humbled to admit that there is nothing I can teach you. All I can offer you is my heartfelt thanks. Pray go forth, my friends, and continue to defend the people of Ul'dah and Eorzea at large. Begging your pardons, then. I know you. We need to talk, but not here. At the dispatch yard outside the city. Nani? Ba, 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 ba. Feels kind of weird for me to be back in a Realm Reborn, since I've been spending so much time in the expansions. With my other character again. Thank you for coming, Lin. You must be wondering why I called you here. It concerns ffXIV, Yenlin's predecessor. As you may recall, he continues to search for Oathkeeper, the sword stolen from us by the Monothrift's minions. From time to time, he sends me missives sharing with me his latest discoveries. His most recent one contained a startling claim. He wrote that he had found the sword at long last. But that was some time ago, and he has not contacted me since. I would not trouble Jennings with this news, not until I'd learned what has become of ffXIV, at the very least. Will you help me find him? I knew I could count on you, Lin. For now, all I know is that his last missive came to me by way of Ishgard. Once I learned more, we begin the search in earnest. And the next paladin quest is at level 52. I'm going to be doing this stuff once we reach the level 52 quests in the MSQ. Is the entire way that I'm going to be doing this. Better axe around. This way they're like a little bit separated. And also I won't be able to finish all of the quests because I at some point will be blocked by quest progression. So that is another thing. Good old Bloodshore. You know, just like the entirety of A Realm Reborn has so much like nostalgic value to me. It's ridiculous. What's up? Lin, I scarce recognize you. The flames of battle have tempered you like fine steel. Since last we spoke, I've resolved to start upon the path of the warrior anew. I swore that I would not succumb to the beast within again, as I did when I faced my brother in Wineport. Speaking of which, Broken Mountain has regained much of his strength, though when I speak to him, of taking up the axe once more, he changes the subject and returns to his studies of Arcanuma and other scholarly pursuits. Nevertheless, his desires to spread the teachings of our ancestors to every corner of Eorzea remains unchanged. And you couldn't have come at a better time. I've just received a letter from Broken Mountain stating that he's uncovered information regarding ancient martial techniques. If you're interested, then I'm sure you are, why not accompany me to Camp Bronze Lake so that we might hear what he has to say together. Off we go. Well do I remember you, Lin. The sole warrior to tame her inner beast. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not been there to save us from ourselves. You know the precipitous nature of the forces we wield, as well as the consequences of losing control for even a moment. The beast does not scruple to discriminate between friend or foe, and if given free rein will lash out at both. I have pored over countless tomes in search of knowledge of how to tame the beast within, as you did, but my efforts have thus proven fruitless. All I have found are ridiculous tales of techniques that, if the author could be believed, would make Rolgar himself cower in fear. The others oft told of legendary warriors to inspire the youths. Are you sure there is no truth in yours? Quite. Or truth in those? Whatever. There are descriptions of the techniques used by the hero Mithril Heart, but the details are difficult to swallow. No warrior, alive or dead, can rip off a behemoth's arm with his bare hands. The tales are filled with similar outrageous accounts, brother. It would be a waste of time to investigate their veracity while we know so little of how to tame the inner beast. Besides, you know as well as I that Mithril Heart is not more than a fairy tale hero. What if I could prove that Mithril Heart was flesh and blood? Would you be willing to continue your studies then? Never did he stray from the path of the warrior. Even as the years took their toll, axe in hand, to Silvertear Falls he would go, never to return. Which means that if he truly lived, there may be something there which proves it. Keep your axe sheathed, Gorge. You'd be better served by time spent swinging your axe at a practice dummy than searching for ghosts. Well met, Lin. My thanks for ensuring that my old friend here lived to learn from his mistakes, although it seems the lesson didn't stick for long. Wherscat here has been kind enough to keep my brothers busy with work and assist me during my recovery. Anything to keep a former comrade out of trouble. As for these stories, far-fetched as they may seem, I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss them, lest we forget. Lin has more than a few legendary accomplishments to his name. Well, if by chance she found proof of Mithril Heart's existence, I would reconsider, but leave my brother out of it. I may not be ready to accompany you, but I can give you advice on where to start. Seek out the Sons of St. Koinak. I'm certain they know something of Mithril Heart's final journey. The Sons of St. Koinak. My boys. My sweet boys. Well, when the Waters of Silvertear Falls receded 15 years ago, they revealed a treasure trove of artifacts spanning eras, many of which have been yet to be recovered. I do not know if any of those artifacts have any relation to this Mithril Heart, but it might serve you well to begin your search in those previously submerged areas. Relics belonging to an ancient Heavensward warrior. While we are up to our necks in elegant artifacts, I cannot say that I've come across any that would be what you seek. We focus our research on artifacts from the Allegan Empire. As such, there may be recent discoveries which were ignored by a single-minded researcher. After a cursory search, you find nothing of interest. The silence. The only thing I can hear is the whirring of a PC. Wow. Wow. I hate this freaking Magitech flying sound. I used the claw for a long time and it made me it actually made me really not like that sound. Right. Well, have you recovered any proof of Mithril Heart's existence? An H battle axe, featureless, but for the initials MH crudely crafted into the haft. This axe, the engraving and the curvature of the blade, are exactly as described. To think of the beast who tasted the steel. Surely this proves that Mithril Heart is more than a mere campfire story. With a steel heart and his legendary techniques, will have the strength to slay even the strongest of beasts by the dozen. If Mithril Heart's feats are indeed possible, then the knowledge of how he performed them would prove invaluable in restoring the warrior's reputation. You could show the people of Eorzea the true potential of the warrior. Surely no small number of them would feel compelled to take up the axe. Indeed, it could prove a great boon for our cause. Very well. I will return to my tomes and scour them for any passages relating to Mithril Heart. Mind you, ancient techniques may rouse the inner beast like none before. Of that I have no doubt, which is why you must not take your training lightly. When I uncover more information, you must needs be ready. Alright. And the next one is at level 52. Right. Next up would be Dark Knights. Right. Off we go to White Brimfront. I even still have the Dark Knight stuff. Should probably go and open that up. And then I will most likely sell all of these things, because I don't have any use for them. Is this going to be like the tin can armor? Yes. Yes, it will be. It would seem, madam, that my comrades have misjudged you. I realize this now, after having witnessed the lengths to which Lord Drillmont will go for your sake. There can be no doubt that you are a true friend to Ishgard, which is fortunate, as we have urgent need of one of your skills. Pray accompany me to the Behemoth's dominion at once. Just all the way over this mountain. There's a demon among us, madam, a fiend which cannot be suffered to live. Lord Drillmont may be willing to let a dangerous vigilante roam free, but we are not so foolish. What sort of hero maimed and murders knights sworn to the Holy See? None, I know. A heretic you are, and a heretic you shall die. What? Boy, if you don't... Idiots. Anyway, you were saying? Vile fiend! Do not think you can conceal your true nature from them forever. We will expose you for the abomination that you are, I swear it. Wielder of dark arts, consort of dragons, I will bring you to justice even if it costs me my life. Shall we oblige him then? Well, are you going to kill him or shall I? You're one of them too, aren't you? This is the part where you beg for your life. Leave this land if you value your lives. We will not show you mercy again. I pray you do not make a habit of following men plotting to kill you into secluded areas. Or did you learn naught from Frey? So you do know of him. I thought him fallen at a trial, but then I heard whispers of a woman seen wielding his sword in battle. So tell me, what became of him? How did you learn the arts? By the gods. Though now that I think on it, 'tis not the first time I have heard such a tale. We who consort with the darkness are never truly whole. There will ever be a part of us yearning to be free. We trained together, Frey and I. His was a strength beyond reckoning, but alas, it was not enough. It warms my heart to see that you carry on his legacy. That you have learned as much as you have with only his soul crystal to guide you bespeaks your potential. There is a matter I will discuss with you, but not here. My name is Sudurgu. Pray look for me at the Forgotten Knights in Ishgard. Sudurg. Bum 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 boom 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 boom. Given the circumstances under which you embarked upon this journey, I fear you do not yet understand what it means to be a Dark Knight. The first of us bared steel against one of the clergy. This is true. He sacrificed everything he once held dear in the name of justice. So must all who would walk in his footsteps. Mayhap you think this will earn you the love of the common man. You are wrong. To many, you will forever be a criminal, a fiend who sows chaos and discord. These people will listen to the lies of our enemies. They will do their utmost to cast you out, or worse, as they did to Frey. If you are not prepared to deal with these consequences, then surrender your sword and soul crystal to me now. You claim conviction, but your actions speak otherwise. You spared a man who tried to murder you. Mercy, some would call it. Idiocy, I name it. Aye, that's right, I followed him and gave him the mercy he truly deserved. Look at me, Lyn. Tell me what you see. The first Ishgardian to encounter Aura saw Dravanians. We had fled Garlemald's armies only to come to a land where we were mistaken for another nation's mortal enemy. They bared steel and came to kill us. But we did not die so easily. We spared them and them on their way. And how do you think they repaid our kindness? With fire and blood, Lyn, with death for every man, woman, and child. Make no mistake, these are the wages of mercy. If you would walk the path, then you must accept this truth, for your enemies already have. Whoopsie, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, that's fine. Taint misbehavings. Or taint misbehaving. Hey, Odin's here. Well, Odin is somewhere in the shroud. How many times am I gonna encounter this? Like Christ. Lyn, you could not have come at a better time. We have dire need of your aid. There isn't time to explain, but know that trouble is afoot, and I would ask you to meet me at the Guardian Tree. How fares the Great One? Unchanged from before, I'm afraid. He repeats the same words over and over. And it falls to us to glean their meaning. Very well. Lyn, you will recall the time we performed the quieting and quelled the Great One's rage. Since that day, we have continued communing with him to ensure that all is well. And it was until recently. I'm afraid to say that an unsettling change came over the Great One some days ago. He has taken to repeating the same words to us. The taint floodeth the forest, its beating heart to befoul. After some inquiries and research, we were able to learn that the Great One has spoken these words before, during the time of Atowakant. Immediately, we were made to wonder, when Master Atowa embarked upon his journey of healing, could his purpose have been to protect the forest from the taint of which the Great One now warns? We sought to delve further into this, but no accounts of Master Atowa's journey are to be found at still Great Fane. Such records are, as exist are in the keeping of his foremost student, the mage who recovered his remains from Agomera. If he is still alive, he may be able to assist us. We have prepared a missive, and we would ask you to deliver it into his hands. After interring his beloved master, the man is said to have taken up residence at Falgord Flood, that he might ever be near to tend to tomb. If he is there still, the locals should be able to point you in his direction. Will you see to this task, my brother, and I will you see to... While you see to this task, my brother and I shall remain here and continue observing the Great One. My thanks in advance, then. Get me over here. You seek Master Atowa, Atowa's former student. I'm afraid he has departed for the realm yonder. His granddaughter now tends a tomb at Proud Creek in his stead. If truth be told, I'm worried about her. The areas thick with fiends, and even experienced wood dwellers avoid venturing there unaccompanied. That old fellow, I'm afraid he passed away some years ago. I remember him well, though. He took care of his master's tomb to the very end. His granddaughter, Eshiva, tends the place now, and she's been especially attentive since those accursed bandits came and defiled it. Atowakant's old student? I'd heard that someone's tending the tomb, but it's a young maid, as I recall. Ah yes, let me come flying in with my void scent. Me and my void scent. You sense a hostile mailed man. Oh, I already have glare. Oh my god, I'm overleveled. I am exceedingly overleveled. Oh well. For any, like, relatively important duties, or, like, instances or whatever, I'm gonna be leveled down anyway. Thank you so much. So focused was I on tending the tomb, I failed to notice the fiends approaching me. What? You're searching for the granddaughter of Master Otowa's former student? Then you need search no more. I'm a Shiva. Now that I have taken on my grandfather's responsibilities, it is within my power to help the Seed Seers, then I should be glad to do so. Here, have this missive. The taint threatens the Twelvewood? Nafika, have mercy. As the Seed Seers have surmised, it was to purge the taint that Master Otowa's journey to length and breadth of the realm. Simply put, the taint is ether that has been defiled. If we are to be rid of it, we must find the source of the corruption and cleanse it. The question is, are the Seed Seers prepared to do as Master Otowa once did? At any rate, it is best that I speak with them directly. I shall make my way to the Guardian Tree at once. It's a sheep. A cute little sheep. My thanks for finding Eshivalin. She has told us all. If we are to protect the Twelvewood from the taint, we must need to deal with the corruption at its source. Is that the way of it? It is. That is why Master Otowa embarked upon his journey, heedless of his Pajali heritage. And yet Master Otowa was no ordinary Pajal. We are duty bound to remain in the forest. We cannot simply leave it. Then I am loath to ask this of you, after all you have already done for us, but the preservation of the Twelvewood is at stake. You are not Pajali, and hence are not bound by the laws which bind us. Will you embark upon this quest in our stead? With all due respect, I cannot believe what I am hearing. You would entrust the fate of the forest to an adventurer? Calm yourself and know that Lyn is no ordinary adventurer. Nay, she is a white mage true, chosen by Master Otowa himself to be his successor. She bears his soul crystal and his legacy both. I have every confidence that you will be able to purge the taint. As such, I would join my voice to my brother's request. Master Otowa's successor? That such an individual existed. I wish to make a request of my own. In his youth, my grandfather served Master Otowa proudly, accompanying him wheresoever he went and assisting in purification rituals. It has ever been my desire to emulate my grandfather's deeds. If Lyn is to undertake this quest to eliminate the taint, I would likewise accompany and assist her. The journey will be fraught with peril. Are you willing to risk life and limb solely for the sake of emulating your grandfather? I am, my lady, but that is not the whole of it. I cannot sit idly by while a threat encroaches upon the Twelvewood. It is our home, and we, each of us, must do our part to protect it. Our part. I see that your heart is true. Very well, assuming that Lyn consents, and I see no reason why she would not, you have our blessings to accompany her. The fate of the Twelvewood is in your hands. We shall pray for your success. You will need to make plans for the journey. Please come and see me at Falgord Flood. And they call themselves Pajals. You wonder at my irritation? I shouldn't doubt. I suppose I ought to explain. You see, I was brought up on the tales of Master Otowa's journeys, the suffering he endured for the sake of the Twelvewood. Young though I was simply touched by his courage and sacrifice, and to this day, his deeds remain close to my heart. That is why it irks me that the Seedseers will not lift a finger to help the forest. But thankfully, we have you. As Master Otoa was chosen, you are far more dependable than any Pajal alive. Now then, let us speak of our journey. Grandfather left his records of Master Otoa's journey in my keepings. I shall scour them for clues as to where we must go. While I do this, pray attend to your own preparations. I shall be here when you are ready to strike out. And once again, we will continue this at level 52. And we're also going to continue this next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode of I was playing Final Fantasy XIV, and next episode we're going to go and deal with even more job quests. Goodbye.